sorted, Erin. Would you like to get your cockpit drill all done and set up? Good, no probs.
Is it the bottom one?
Try.
Is it gonna hurt?
Is it gonna hurt, did you say?
I don't want it to like proper.
Proper what?
So like this one.
Oh, try it.
I'm trying it.
That's not working then, is it? So it ain't that one. You got to try and do a little bit more study on these different parts of the seat, Erin. Do it by discovery, find it, because that might then. There you go, you've got it. So there's no issue with pulling a lever and doing something incorrect with your seat, is there?
Nah.
No. So don't worry about it. Good, you've got it sorted. You've learned to use your elbow to chuck yourself up there a bit. Nice job. Happy?
Yeah. Oh.
It's going to be one of them days, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It really is.
So just check your foot position, because I actually think that you're a little bit higher than you were the last time. Feel okay?
Yeah.
Super. Good. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, super. So you're all right. Because remember, if you're a little bit higher, you're a little further forward. So just make sure you're good with all of it.
What do you mean you're a little further forward if you're higher?
Because the seat doesn't move directly up, does it? It goes up and forward. So like I said, I think that you were a tiny little notch higher and therefore further forward than the first time before you accidentally moved it back down again. Therefore, if you're potentially further forward, that's why I said just check your position. Do you feel as though you're okay with that? I think possibly. Yeah, maybe a little cramped. Probably just go one further back. Not with that, no. With the bottom part of the seat, Erin. That's it. Try that. Yeah, that's better. Got a little bit more space there. Now, what you're after with that back part of the seat?
So do you go like that?
Right. Lean off it, Erin, because you push back on it before you actually pull the lever up, and then it fires you back. Now pull the lever fully. Not that one. That's the low rim one. So that's the one. You've got to try and remember where you are with that, with all these levers.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah?
Yeah.
Your seat did just fall down a notch. However, you sitting up with the back part of your seat has probably compensated for your eye level. Do you feel as though your eye level is okay?
Yeah.
Okay, super. So, do you feel the correct distance away from the steering wheel?
No.
We're way too close, aren't we?
Yes.
Where should your knees be? Stretch your legs out in front of you, put your knees to the side a little bit of the steering wheel. That's better. Okay. Move your steering wheel then as well, Erin. Good. Remember, sit back in your seat, shoulders in your seat, arms over the top. Stretch them just straight, but don't reach, and it should be about that fleshy part on top of the wheel. So probably you could push the steering wheel a little more. It's a bit better, isn't it?
Yeah.
You alright with that?
Yeah.
Good. Nice job. Well done.
That hairband's going to annoy me.
Shall I wear it? What are you laughing at? Come on, it's alright.
Oh dear.
You're okay. Well done. Keeping your head nice and still with that. You singing to us today?
I might say.
Good. Okay, cool.
think that's fine, isn't it?
You all good?
Yeah.
Super.
Yes.
All right. We discussed on the little drive on the way out here, Erin, that we were going to try and get you moving a little faster today, because remember we said last time we were maybe looking a little bit close, and you've got to try and remember to look nice and far. Relaxing hands was also something that we've tried to implement over the last few lessons. Keep that in mind today. I'm going to try and leave that to you as much as we can, but we're going to try and stay around the outside of this industrial area. I'm going to try and have longer stretches, longer drives, and that then hopefully is going to pick your eyes further up the road and see things sooner. Okay. It doesn't always work like this. Sometimes pushing people on to a faster speed when they're nervous then just makes them more nervous. So we're going to keep an eye on it. We're going to keep a close eye on it. All right. If you feel as though it's a bit too much for you, you tell me. I don't think it will. We've got a Saturday morning that we're doing this lesson. I remember last week that we did it on the Friday, didn't we? What was it like?
Busier.
It was busy, wasn't it? Okay, so you can chill with this a little bit more today. Yeah, well done. Okay, happy with that?
Yeah.
It's only because when you finished your mirrors, you sort of like relaxed and sat down in your seat. So try and relax from your seating position and just go through all your mirrors and make sure they're in good places. They're not in need of adjustment.
No.
We all good?
Mm-hmm.
Super. Have you finished your cockpit drill?
Doors, seatbelt, steering wheel. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Are you responsible for anyone else wearing a
I've got your
seatbelt?
seatbelt on.
I haven't got my seatbelt on as well. So when you put yours on, make sure everyone else in the car wears their seatbelts as well, because it's not just about your stuff that we're doing.
Can you
all
put
right?
your seatbelt on then?
Certainly will. Is my head restraint all right as well?
Does it feel comfortable?
It's not comfortable. Is it in a good position? Would it protect me in the event of an accident? Would my head go over the top of it or underneath it?
No.
It's good then. All right. Do you think everyone who you take as a passenger in your car would understand the use of that?
No.
So even people in the back?
Is it the law to have one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Law. Actually, law. You know what? Honestly, haven't got a clue. I should do. I should know whether it's law. I know you have to have them for, I'm sure it's for the MOT, okay, but law-wise, head restraint, you know what, that is a very, very, very good question. Embarrassed that I didn't know, but we will find out for you. All right with that? Okay. What we will do is we're going to get the car started and we will get going. All right?
Okay.
Do you need to make any checks before you start the engine?
The handbrake's on.
Go on then.
It's on.
Good. Anything else?
That is not in gear.
Good. Start your car, Erin. Nice job. Okay, so relax. Do you feel as though you can remember the position to get from second to third gear with your gear lever when we go for that?
Second to third. It's like an L, isn't it?
An L, yeah, you push it out a second, it springs, and then it push forward again. Press the clutch down. Good, put it in second. Good, put it in third. Neutral, relax, push forward again. That's it, good, put it in second again. That's fourth, I think. You didn't pull it across when it was in neutral.
That's what I keep not doing.
You've got to feel those springs, Erin, because your hand's really tense. You don't feel pressures with it. Put the clutch down. You can't bring the clutch up if it's in gear, don't forget. Keep the clutch down. Put it in third again. Good, put it in second again. That was better. Put it in third again. Good, put it in second again. Good, you got it neutral. Relax. All right. So we're going to have a little go at that as we get further up. Do you remember where the wipers are from last time?
Here.
Here. I'm not sure whether you know. You just pointed down somewhere. You got it? Go on then, put them on.
There was 4.
Try it.
No. Yeah.
It's a button. Remember the button for the automatics? Yes. Good. So try and remember these, Erin, if you
The
can.
automatic, yeah.
Alright, super. Now, the sensitivity looks a little strong. We're going to quickly look at this as well. On that stalk that you've just pressed, there's a twisty switch just on the inside.
This bit.
That one. You can twist it from the back and the front, but just twist that. So put a thumb in front, that's it. And just twist it down one click. And that will just make it less sensitive. It won't wipe as much.
Because it's not raining as heavy.
Correct. It must have been knocked by my previous pupil this morning.
Is that what it should be on the one it is
Personally,
now?
yes. I think that sensitivity is about right. If it's on too much, what it will do, it will wipe the windscreen where it's not raining, and especially because of all the rubbish and the dirt all on the road that sprays up, it'll just smudge the windscreen. So if you do get a windscreen smudge today, you've just found out how to wash it. And how do you wash it? What do you do with that stalk? You pull it towards, didn't you? Try again. Pull it towards you. There you go. All right with that?
Yeah.
We ready to drive?
Yeah.
Go on then. Off we go.
Is it into first?
Good. Are we uphill, downhill?
Yeah, uphill.
Okay, so you know what to do with your feet. What do you see behind us today?
Cars.
Okay. Is there anyone after this car?
The lorry.
Is the lorry slow?
Yeah.
Hold your handbrake. Have you got time to go?
Yeah.
Ready to check? Good. We're good to go. Hold on. Still okay with the lorry?
Yeah. No. Wait.
You just stared at him though. You said you were okay. All right.
Yeah.
Put your handbrake back on again. Good. So you said you were okay. So rather than staring at him, think on what you need to do with your car to suit.
Go. Indicate.
No, it was just go really. All right. So just look to see where people are. What's going on behind them?
Nothing.
So you're going to keep saying nothing and just keep sitting there? What are you going to do? What about now? What's happening?
There is a car.
Super. When's there not a car?
After this car.
Great. Where's the checks that you make before you move?
No
Well
blind
done.
spots.
Excellent. So what do you see? We're good to go?
Yeah.
Stop. Clutch down brake. There's a lorry coming in. You're just staring.
Check.
You're just staring forward, Erin. You can't stare at things. If you stare at things, you don't take the whole picture in. All right. Put your handbrake back on. In fact, yeah, stick it on because we're on a little bit of a hill. Get your feet ready again, and hold the wheel as well, and get looking. Not just staring forward, Erin. You have to change. Now, was that blind spot check worthwhile with the lorry coming up behind us?
No.
No. So actually watch and change what you're doing to suit the vehicles that are around you. Hold the handbrake, just so we're ready to move. And if you see that there's a gap on its way, is there a gap on its way after this lorry? No, there's a car, so we don't get our feet ready. Is there a gap on the way after this van or after this four-wheel drive?
Yeah.
So get your feet ready.
If you are ready.
They're not. Set the gas, find a bite, hold, clutch down a little. Now do your checks in your blind spot, and now move. Good, keep watching your mirrors, keep glancing. And away we go smoothly. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So you take too long to get ready because you stare at people. Yeah? Good. What should we be doing with this?
With
What we see in front of us. Drive to what we see, Erin. That's the big thing of today.
keep going. Change gear.
I hope so. Relax, Erin. You don't have to grip the wheel.
Is that in second?
It is. But you need to relax so you feel.
Yes.
Your clutch is still down, Erin. Okay. Alright. So those eyes are a little bit like that at the moment. Really? Yeah. You don't need to, Erin. And you've slowed down, but what's the road like up ahead?
Empty.
So what should you be doing, do you think?
Speeding up.
Drive to what you see, Erin. Have a look at it. What's your road like?
It's fine.
Go then. Relax. Have a go into third gear. Relax it. Good. Far too tense again, Erin. Remember the other lesson I showed you with 2 fingers?
Yeah.
Think about that pressure. Yeah? Okay. Is there any issues with this?
Yeah.
What about
I don't
now?
need to stop doing it.
Happy now?
Yeah.
Now go on. Make sense?
Yeah.
Good. Go on the gas a little more. That's good, Erin. We're just going to keep to this left-hand side. Just check where the lorry's gone.
Indicator.
Faster or slower?
Slower. I'm not me.
Go slower then. Go slower then. And look around your corner. You were looking forward and you steered straight across the line onto the wrong side of the road, Erin. You steered away from that curb in front of you rather than following the inside of the bend. Does that make sense? Okay. We're going to take this next road on the left. Check it out.
Yeah.
Signal left. That's right. Signal left. Signal left properly. Gently brake, Erin. Clutch down, put it back in second. Off the brake. First gear now. That's third. Set the gas. Find the bite. Okay. Move us forward. Go on, carry on. Keep moving the clutch. Good. Keep driving and look around your corner. Look far around your left curb, Erin. Lift the clutch all the way up. We're going towards the curb, Erin. We're going towards the curb. Good. Don't go towards the curb. Stay the other way. Okay. Sound. Good. Let's get second gear in again. Good. Keep away from the curb a little. Carry on. What's your road like, Erin?
It's fine.
What should we do then?
Speed up.
Good job. Alright. So on the previous corner, the right turn that we did, you looked at the curb in front of you and you steered away from it. That's not what we've said, is it?
It's not.
So you can't do that on this corner because this is a 2-way road. A car or a lorry could be coming the other way. So you must go around the centre white line. So use your right hand to pull round that white line. No, don't push up with your left hand. It's pull down with the right, but don't go towards it. Good. Better. Well done, Erin. That's very good. Top draw. Now, lift your eyes all the way up to the end, and we straighten with the left curb, and we're going to park somewhere next to the curb.
Okay.
You're going faster. Have a look in your mirrors.
It's fine.
Where's safe to park?
Not here.
So just roll it just past this entrance. Signal left now because of the grey one. What do we do with the clutch? Stay right.
Clutch down.
Sorry, I had to stop you there, Erin, because there's 2 entrances and then there's a junction. Alright?
Okay.
Keep your feet still. Secure your car up.
Do I do this before?
1, 2, 3. Remember what 1, 2, 3 is all about. Okay, relax your feet. Alright? Sound. Remember 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3.
Got to do some more studying with this, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you go from one lesson to the next and probably do very little in between. Would that be fair to say? I know you're busy
Actually,
with...
no, that's a lie. I have been watching videos.
Which one?
Gear changes.
Cool.
And taking off.
Cool.
Thank you.
Alright, so try and remember the stuff and try and work on the stuff that we're talking about though. It might actually be an idea to look at your own videos back and see what we've talked about.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, cool. So, what was that last corner like compared to the first one?
It's fine.
It was fine, wasn't
It
it?
wasn't perfect, but
It was loads better.
Yeah.
Alright. What happened on the first one? Just remind us what we just talked about.
I wasn't looking at the curb.
Well, you were looking at the curb. You were looking directly forward
Yeah.
and you steered away from the curb and you went over the centre line. And even that head position that you were just in there, you do this. Watch me a second. And you do that. And doing that, Erin, is a dead giveaway that you're staring at that floor and we're trying hard to get your eyes away from there. Alright? Mm-hmm. Remember, you follow the inside of the bend because that last corner was loads tidier. The other little thing that I worked with was your right hand to do the pull down.
Yeah.
Did that seem to help a little?
Yeah.
Good. So if you're doing a right turn, try and lift your hand up
And pull it down.
and then pull it down, because from here you've only got that to pull down.
Yeah.
From there, you'll do it in one movement generally for most corners. All right?
Yeah.
Then as we came round onto this part, I said straighten up with the
Left hand.
left grip and the left hand. Perfect. That's very good. All right, super. And that last corner was so much better. All right, so you've got to trust yourself to do these things. What happened on the corner prior to that and previous to that, though? I said put a left signal on, and you struggle with it, Erin. You struggle with putting the signals on because you grab the wheel. You grab the wheel with that thumb and you're scared of moving it because you'll move the wheel. Don't grab with your thumb, just hold with that one and just literally put a signal on. Practice now. Put your right hand on the wheel, good, and signal down.
What way? Left or right?
Signal down.
Signal.
You didn't do it. You still haven't done it. Now you've done it. You have to push it through that notch.
Yeah.
You have to feel what you're doing to be able to suss out well done, but I wouldn't ever cancel it that way. You can cancel, like I've said, just by nudging the top of it. The way that your hands are at the moment and how heavy they are still, if you cancel it that bottom way,
He's going to go to signal
you're
right.
going to put a right on. Your hands aren't relaxed enough yet to cancel it that way, so put a left signal on, signal down for left. Now cancel it again. Just at the top, that's it. Good, good. And rather than having your finger right on the button at the end, put it there. But you see this thumb?
Yeah.
You feel as though you've always got to rest that thumb there, and that's the problem with it, Erin.
Okay.
Move your hand up to the top of it and put it on. Better. Now keep it there and touch it lightly and take it off. Good. So on the approach to the turn where we turned off the main road into the side road, I had 2 or 3 attempts at getting you to put a signal on. Okay, and that then, you forgot about the approach and the slowing down and the lower gear. We need to slow down to suit the corner that we're doing, but you were that wrapped up in trying to get the signal sorted that you had no idea on what the corner was like. And where we actually came to a stop, on most roads doing that, it would be dangerous, because cars are just expecting you just to flow in and flow through. You're on the main road, you turn into a side road. If there's no pedestrians there and there's no blockages in the road, you should just slow down and just flow in. But if you get to that point of the corner and just stop, the big lorry that's coming up behind won't expect you to. Bang, straight into the back of you. Does that make sense? But it was only...
Would it still be their fault?
That's irrelevant,
Okay.
to be fair, Erin. Okay, why don't you look at your own driving and look at yourself and think what you could do better to stop that incident happening? But you're sort of correct that they shouldn't go into the back of you. However, that's not the correct frame of mind that you need to take into driving, because too many people do point the finger, isn't that someone else's fault? Think of what you're doing, all right? Because it was what you were doing, stopping unintentionally and not necessarily as well, that's the problem. If you think if you were just driving down the road and someone was following you and you had no reason to stop and just stopped, would they be expecting you to do that? See where I'm coming from? Alright, so you have to think of that scenario rather than is someone else to blame. Think of what we need to do. So as we're approaching and choosing the gear, we've got to think about what we're doing with the brake. So you've got to relax more so you don't have problems with the signals, then be gentle and smooth slowing down and choosing the appropriate gear for the corner that we're using. Yeah? Have I ever said to you about first gear's walking speed, second gear's running speed, third gear's bike speed?
You just did.
Perfect. Idle speed, I've said, is about walking speed. That's in first, isn't it? Idle speed in second gear is about running speed. Third gear is the next step, and it's a cycle speed. So we're looking at the corner we're approaching, or we should be, and slowing down to the appropriate speed to suit that sharpness, how far we can see in, and then that tells us what speed and gear to pick before we get there. Does that make sense? Wicked. And that's all we're going to be doing around this, outside of this industrial estate as well. Alright? When you went to get third gear, you tensed again, didn't you? Your hands gripped. And you nearly struggled, nearly went into first gear. But you did it when we were sat here perfectly. So, that right hand needs to loosen and your left hand needs to loosen. You've got to feel where that spring is of neutral to then take it from second to third. Is that all good? Yeah. So although we're pushing it on, you need this now, Erin. You need a bit of a shove, all right, to get you beyond this little sort of like plateau that we're at the minute. Okay? Bear with me with it. I know what I'm talking about, apart from headrests, whether they're legal or not. Okay? When you're ready, we'll get going. Off we go. Good. So what do you see behind?
Nothing.
Okay. Is that learner moving from ahead?
No.
Are your feet nearly ready to go?
Yes.
So it's not more gas that you need, Erin.
There's a car coming now.
Okay, it's not more gas that you need. The gas needs to stay steady, and it's you're feeding the power in. You've got enough power, haven't you? Fine. Okay. What do you see?
There's a car.
Super. After the car, what do you see?
Nothing.
So after the car's gone past, where do we check?
Blind spot.
Happy?
Yeah.
Nice job. Keep watching your mirrors in case things change and feed that power in slowly. Better. Who's coming now behind us?
No one.
So keep watching. Don't just stare at things. All right. Relax your hands. Look far up the road. Keep it straight. Get your next gear earlier than that, Erin. It's too long.
Pardon?
You need to get the gear earlier than that. It's
sorry.
way too long. Listen to it. Good. What do you do with the clutch now? Good. Now we're slowing down. Do you need to slow down?
No, I do not need to slow
You've got to start now using your car to what's suited. Leave second gear. The road here just bends around to the right, Erin. Lift your right hand up to the top a little. Don't turn yet. We're not steering away from the white line in front of us. We're going round your white line to the right of you. Keep the gas just touched. We don't have to give way. We've just got to be ready in case someone just pulls in front of us. Good. Well done. Don't go towards that white line, Erin. Look all the way to the very end. And straighten with your left hand back to the curb and keeping straight. Good. Well done for picking speed up. Relax this time, Erin. Get your third gear. No, you've gone into fifth now. It's straight up of neutral, Erin.
Yeah.
Relax your feet. Take your feet off the pedals. It's in neutral. We're slowing again. We don't need to slow. All right. You have to learn to do these by feel.
Yeah.
It's in neutral, and then where's third?
Up.
Up. We practiced that at the start.
We did.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Let's get working now. So here we are. We're driving at 30 miles an hour.
Wow.
Okay. Is the steering a little more sensitive?
Yeah.
Have you felt as though you've had to pick your eyes further up now as well?
Yeah.
Good. Now, try and listen to your engine because we're actually continuing to accelerate. You're going faster. Just come off the gas a second and listen to it.
Off it completely?
Yes. And now it starts to go slower. Listen to it. Touch your gas now. Good. And try and just keep the sound the same because we're still slowing. Can you hear we're still slowing?
Yeah.
So try and keep the sound the same. We're still slowing. Listen to it. That's the key, all right? Very good. Well done. Good. Now, the bend down at the very end just goes around to the right, so you can have another go at one of these right steers, okay? But what I'd like you to try and do on the approach is listen as we slow down, assess the sharpness of the corner, and think and listen and assess whether it's going to need a lower gear. We don't need to slow down just yet. Keep going. You're all right. Go on. Keep going. Keep going. But you weren't. You were slowing down. You can listen to it. Make sense?
Yeah.
Now, have a check who's behind us. There's no one close.
Yeah.
Come off the gas. Use your brake lightly. Leave the clutch. Listen.
Needs to go down.
Clutch down into second then. Clutch back up smoothly.
Oh, back up, sorry.
And follow your white line round the middle again. Touch your gas lightly. We don't need to keep slowing now, we're slow enough. You're going to, that's better. Touch your gas lightly. We don't need to keep slowing, Erin.
Oh, sorry.
Good. Relax your grip. Yeah? Now, is anyone overtaking us? Is it safe to move out into lane 2? Because there's a parked van up ahead as well. Have another check.
Yeah.
Good over there.
Yeah.
Glide over to lane 2. Well done. Nice job. Now, after this van, we're going to park on the left. So have a look at the people behind.
Yeah, I need to indicate.
Less gas, start slowing slightly. Indicate left. Gently brake. We need to stop before the entrance to the business. Clutch down, steer right, less brake a little. Less a little. Keep straight and look up. Good, we don't want to get in or out. Nice job. No, put that back
1, 2,
on.
3.
No, you're flashing lights, and it's because of that thumb. Wait there a second. Just put your hand back on the wheel. Good. Forget these for now. Just take that off without gripping. How do we say to do it? No, you put right on, Erin.
I'll just tap it.
You're hitting it.
Yes.
Where was your hand? It was on that same position with the steering wheel. All right, stick your handbrake on. Good. Out of gear. And relax. Well done. Good. So this is still an issue.
Yes.
Because you try and grab that wheel and do it from there. So have another go. Put a left signal on. Good. That thumb, stop gripping the wheel with it, and put your hand and rest it on top rather than doing it from lower. So slide your hand up a little. Now try from there. Move your hand rather than thinking that you've got to have it in that same place on the steering wheel. All right. Actually, your hands maybe could be doing with then actually moving up a little touch on the wheel where you actually hold it. So therefore, these stalks are usable from where your hands are a bit more. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That might be a good shot. All right. Well done. We're going to turn the car off and do the 3 presses for me. So press once, and again, and again. Fab, thank you, Erin. That was good. What's your thoughts on that little block?
I thought it was okay, to be honest.
Good. It's worked quite nicely, the fact of pushing you on. Do you notice the original, when I said I was going to push you on, you were a little bit scared of it?
Yeah.
Yeah? But then we've got through that initial fear, and you've made a good step forward with that. Well done. Was your gear change better into 3?
Yeah.
Good. Was your lower gear change into 2 better, back at that last corner?
Yeah.
It was loads better, so well done. Good. Any problems with that last little bit? Is there anything that you think we need to do a little bit of work with, or do you seem to sort of understand what we're trying to get at there?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. What about the listening?
Yeah.
That's not a skill that comes easy to most people, to be honest. When they're first in the car, they want to use their eyes to actually constantly look at the speedo. But you think for a sec, if your eyes are constantly looking at the speedo, or if your eyes are constantly looking at the gear lever, you're not looking out there.
Yeah.
And it's out there that tells us what to do, isn't it? All right, good. Well done. A little bit further up, Erin. I'm just going to zoom out on my sat-nav to show you. This little bit here is a giveaway where we're going to turn right, and this is where we first started from. So we've driven all the way around the outside of the estate.
So we've got a giveaway there.
Correct,
That's
yes.
the lines we were doing last time, wasn't it?
The double broken ones in front.
Yeah.
So all we're going to do, we're going to use the right-hand lane. We're going to move off. We're going to drive up through the gears, maybe even up into 3rd. We're doing some steering round these couple of bends here, a right steer and then a little left steer. We'll then probably lane change into lane 2, and then we've got a giveaway to do where we're going to turn right.
Then it's clutch down and slowly brake, isn't it?
No, you listen for when to press the clutch down.
Okay.
If you're at idle, you press the clutch down at that point. But if you're faster than idle, you slow down with the brake pedal first until you're at idle, and then press it. So it's listening, it's the listening skill that's key with this today. And all we're going to do, we're just going to stop at the giveaway line, then put it into 1st, have a look, and if it's good, we'll just steer and we'll just go. All right? Sound. Should we get going? Good. Start your car up.
Is it on now?
listen to your engine. Can you hear it whatsoever?
Oh dear.
Now, sorry to sound sarky, listen to your engine. Can you hear it's on now?
Yeah.
Look at your rev counter as well, Erin, to your right.
You tell me not to look at that.
I know, but just look at it now. It's on.
It is on.
If it wasn't on, where would it be pointing to? Sorry, it's not my... It sort of is a little bit of sarcasm, but it's in the right way to try and make you remember it. It's obvious, Erin, if you do the correct things. It's very obvious. Okay. Now, we'll get going whenever you can.
Okay.
Get prepped. Not taking the handbrake off, that's going.
That is going.
Have a look in your mirror. Do you really want to go at the moment?
Absolutely not.
So learn to do things now to what you're seeing. So get into first gear, get ready, hold the handbrake, and now start getting your feet ready to suit what you're seeing behind and around you. Clutch down a little, it's too much bite, and handbrake's not quite on tight enough. Up another notch, better. Good. Now.
Good to go.
Blind spot to your right, are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, go on. Keep watching, things do change.
Oh, too much gas.
So just smoothly feed the power in. Nice job. And then car length, what do we do with the clutch?
Off the clutch.
Lift. What should we do with the road?
Speed up.
Good. Who's around us? Second now. Feet. Don't snatch at it, Erin, just get it earlier. That's good. Well done. You take far too long to get it into second.
Okay.
Alright, now which hand's going to do this?
This.
Yeah, good. So around the white. Nice job. Good. Relaxed. It's too heavy. It's too much. And now smoothly round. Don't go towards it though. Now we do need a safe lane change. How do you think you could do that? Try not to slow, Erin. Put a right signal on. Across you go to the right. We're good. Leave the right signal on.
Okay.
Cover the brake. Use it lightly and listen for when to press the clutch.
Now.
Clutch down. Keep your hands on the steering wheel. Forget your signal. Keep your hands on the steering wheel.
Yes.
Keep rolling. Steer around to the right slightly. Stop at the line. Good. Put it in first gear. Now look right and left. Is this black car to your right going to start to go now?
Yes.
So we're not going.
We're not going to go.
After it, there's a lorry to the left. Have a look. Put your handbrake on, Erin. Swap your right foot to the gas pressure. Hold the handbrake so you're ready to use it. Set the gas, find the bite. You look both ways now. What do you reckon?
It's good to
Clutch
go.
down a little, not too much bite. Release your handbrake. Clutch down a little. Now release your handbrake. Slowly. Look at the lorry though. Look at the lorry. Look at the lorry. Move your hands to the lorry, Erin.
The lorry.
The lorry's up there.
Yes. The lorry is up there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So second gear now. Feet. Hands. Feet. You must relax.
Yes.
You must look
Yes.
where you want to go.
Yes.
Very important. Okay. Relax your grip. Look really far. Let's get this sort of sounds good. Well done. Nice job. Lovely. And we're going to park somewhere on the left once again.
Okay.
Now let's pick a place that's going to be good today. And now,
I reckon after this one.
good shout. Is there a little entrance? Don't go in yet.
No.
Don't go in yet. There's another entrance, Erin.
There.
Keep driving. After it, don't go fast though. Have a look at the car behind. What do you need to do with that? You're going faster.
Signal.
Yes. Get braking now. We need to finish before them. Clutch.
So I just stood.
Yes. Good.
Okay.
Feet still. Secure your car. Now, that handbrake's better tightness there. Good. Well done. Well done for cancelling it. You took a bit of a gamble by putting it up, but you proved that your hands were relaxed enough. Well done.
Why did I
Good.
stall?
Because you didn't press the clutch down.
Okay.
You pressed the brake too much.
Okay.
Now, when I said keep going, you then started to accelerate again. Because your ears aren't tuned in to the sound of your car yet, you're a little bit heavy with your feet. And all that happened, I said keep going, you went straight back to the gas and then started accelerating again. When we're trying to park, That doesn't really make sense, does it? No. And then when we found the place that we needed to be at, I said we need to be sorted before them on the right. You pressed the brake too heavily without listening, and that gear that we were in went lower than it wanted to work at, and it cut out.
Okay.
All right? So you've got to be gentler with the brake. You've got to be listening for when to declutch as you're coming into the stop, not just pushing it straight away. And then roll smoothly to a stop. Remember we said get slow and then roll. Create time, not by arriving in next to the curb like a dart hitting a dartboard. Not like in stop. You've got to go progressively slower the closer you get the clutch down, and then maybe lessen the brake pressure a bit, and it will just roll, and that will allow you to get maybe a little closer than we are. And get straight still, but it's improving. Well done, good. Chill and relax. That last back junction, the one that we did, I thought you did well with that. Apart from what part?
Looking at the van.
Looking at the lorry. You went back instantly to looking in front.
Yes.
And as you found out today, and last time, and the time before, that's the be all and end all with steering.
Yes.
Looking where you want to go. And the other thing that's difficult to convince your brain at the moment is to relax your grip. Even when you mess up, Erin, like you did at that last junction, I've still got it and still fix it. I can stop from here if I need to. I can steer as you found out. Okay, so there's no reason for you to be as tense as you are. All right, you're in a safe environment. Driving instructor insurance is reasonably cheap. Okay, it's not too bad. So you've got to try and chill because risk is pretty low while we're doing this. All right. However, that's been a pretty good job. We're up into third. We're getting down into second. We're stopping at giveaways. We're dealing with traffic now as well. We're not just dealing with the move away as and when we want because it's really clear. You noticed now you're starting to work your feet to what's happening, which is good. A couple of times you haven't put the handbrake on properly, have you? And when you've gone to set the gas and find a bite and get ready, what's happened to the car?
It's kind of like jogging.
Start to move.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to use this with a little more pressure. You have to feel what you're doing. It's really important. I think that's a nice cue for us to get going again. That engine starting. You must know. All right? Off we go. What are we going to be working on this little go now?
Looking.
Absolutely. And what are you going to try and work on with your hands?
Be loose.
Loose. Repeating theme, isn't it? Yeah, it's always the same. People are always the same. People who are nervous grab, they stare forward, and then it's sort of like just snowball effects, that nervousness. All right? Good. What gear? What do you see behind us now?
Nothing.
So leave the feet, check your mirrors, check your blind spot.
We're good.
Check your blind spot properly, round, better, good. Release your handbrake. Good. Squeeze your gas, start feeding and powering. Keep watching, things change. Slowly feed it. Well done. So change what we do. We don't have to do the same things every single time. Listen, second, hand on the gear lever first. Feet, hands, feet. Good. Putting your hand down on the gear lever tells you, without even telling you, what gear you're going to next. Because if it's at the top, you know it's at the bottom. So, hand on the gear lever now. You know you're going to the top. Feet ready. Do them. Relaxed. No, that's first because you were tense. When you move your feet quickly, Erin, you don't have to tense up.
Okay.
Yeah?
My feet aren't moving that quickly really either, are they?
They are. You just scramble to do it because you don't sort of like plan it. All right? Go on. What's just gone on?
He's close.
So you've gone faster. You're trying to get away from him.
Yeah, it was...
Excuse me, language.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You have to just chill and just go, we're learning. Let them go past. It's irrelevant. Not a problem.
Is he getting past or not?
No, he's not. He's going in there. But you're staring at him and
Looking
you were
at
drifting.
him, and yes, I did realise that.
Less gas. Go around the white line, not steering away from the curb. Good. Good. Straighten up with the smooth, with the curb. Touch your gas again. That was great. Next left, Erin. Have a look at this one behind. Don't drift. Signal down. You're going faster. You're going faster. Signal down. Use your brake lightly. Keep braking. Not too much. Gentle. Clutch down. Second gear. That's fourth. You snatched at it. Better. Clutch back up. Off all the pedals. Look around, not forward. Around and up, Erin. It's good. You're going towards the curb. You're going towards the curb. As you look at the floor again. Come on. Come on. Yeah. You grab and you stare over the front. It can't be like that now.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's work. Good. Relax. Let's get a better attempt into third. Hardly hold that right hand. Hand down, feet. Look at the difference. Yeah? Good. Faster or slower?
Slower.
With this corner, yeah. So who's behind us?
No one.
No issues then. Have a listen. It's just okay. It's just okay. It's just okay. Touch your gas lightly. Keep it moving. And around smoothly, not too much, Erin. Smaller adjustments with it. Better. Good. A little more gas now, trust me. Just put your left hand up, up, up. Why are you trying to grab for that signal there? All I'm trying to get you to do there is you pulling down with the right is lift your left hand up in preparation to then
Pull it down.
pull it back. You must relax. Have a little go at steering with your right hand. Put your left hand on your knee. Good. Drive. Now swap hands. Left hand on, right hand on your knee. Good. Well done. It's an important skill. It's really important. Two hands on now. We're coming up to a bend. Faster or slower, Erin?
Slower.
Who's behind us?
No one.
Not too much brake. Have a look around it. It's not that sharp, is it?
No.
Touch your gas. Touch your gas. Touch your gas. Keep touching the gas. Listen to it. It's not being touched yet. Now it is. Good. Don't go faster. Just keep it steady. Now, hold with your right hand and put your left hand up at the top. Now, smooth. Not yet. It's too harsh. It's too much. It's too quick. Do it smoothly. But that's better, isn't it? Well done. Good. Squeeze your gas a little more. Nice job. Now go up to 30 for us, Erin, because we're actually going to try fourth gear. Okay? You don't need to look like that. It's simple. It's dead easy.
Yeah.
Keep it going. Keep the gas going. Unless there's any issues with this junction, which it doesn't look as though there is. Now, what we're going to do is just listen for a sec. It's the same gear change, but you're just going to go straight down through neutral.
Straight down.
Straight down. So, hand on the gear lever, clutch down off gas, straight down, done. Clutch back up. Good. Touch your gas. Now we've just slowed a little. Keep the gas going. So I want you to actually put it back in third again. Press the clutch down. Put it back in third. And carry on again. Wicked. There you go. Is fourth gear that bad?
No.
Keep moving. Now, we don't want to go faster and faster and faster. Just try and listen and manage your speed with your ears. That sounds mad to people sometimes. And sometimes actually what I do is I cover that up. Because it stops people.
I haven't looked at it in all honesty.
Good. You don't need to. Alright? You probably do need to when there's a speed camera around like this. But we're alright. But the point is, looking at the speedo doesn't tell you at what speed you actually need to go.
No.
What tells you what speed you need to go? Sound and out there.
And is it what you know, like what the speed limit is?
No, the speed limit doesn't tell you to go to that speed limit.
Okay.
The road tells you what to do with it.
Okay.
That's just a limit, don't forget. Make sense?
Yeah.
So, this bend, it's a 30 limit. Should we carry on doing 30 round it?
Yeah.
Can do if you want, but you'd be in a hedge or a tree. Yeah? Keep it going. You're 5 for now. have a little look in your mirror. There's no one really close, so you don't have to do anything different. Just lessen the gas. Use your brake lightly. Now, off the brake, it's fine. Sounds just okay. Touch your gas. Good. Round the white line. Good. Pull down with the left a little. That's good. Now the rest of the way. Now, relax. Have a look at the van to your right. He's come back of you, so put a right signal on now. And if it's good, move into lane 2. Move into lane 2. Just listen, Erin.
Okay, should I keep this?
Cancel the signal. Thank you, Mr. Van. Very good of you. He saw your problem. We're going to park on the left after these 2 vans. So keep going. Check and put a left signal on now. Good. Glide over. Start the brake lightly. Don't get close yet. Clutch down. It's too harsh with the brake, Erin. Get smoothly slow. Now lessen the pressure and roll. But you haven't. You haven't. What did I say?
Lessen the pressure.
And roll.
Yeah.
You didn't. You kept it there and stopped.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Clutch down fully. You tried to move it, but keep braking. Good, because we've got to secure it first. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Relax. Good. So we're not straight yet.
No. What do you mean by lessen the pressure? Because I took my foot off a bit.
No, you didn't. You took your foot off the clutch a bit. You started
to brake. Oh. There we go.
Okay. So remember, when we're braking, we slow down till we need the clutch to go down, and then we listen to that and press it.
Okay.
And that means that gear's not going to work again. Okay? Generally, that's what it means. You can press the clutch and then move it away again in first and second, but third, fourth, fifth and sixth, if the clutch goes down, it means you need a lower gear.
Okay.
All right? So, what we're trying to do there, we're trying to adjust where we do our stop by gently braking, pressing the clutch, and then lessening the brake pressure, and then rolling towards exactly where we need to be. It's what we discussed around the other side a little bit earlier. Does that make sense? Good. Fourth gear, what's your thoughts?
Probably the easiest.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Fifth is even easier.
Okay. You did say they get easier as they go up.
Sixth is even easier still. You're right, I did say they get easier as they go up. So the only thing with getting into a higher gear is as you go faster, what happens to the sensitivity of the steering?
Sensitivity goes up.
It does. So do you understand now why we haven't gone faster as of yet? Because what have your hands been like?
Tight.
Way too tight, way too tense, and it's only today that we've pushed you a bit and you've learned to loosen that grip a little more, that we've been able to then build the speed up a little further. Which was credit to you today. Well done. All right, you've acted in the way that I'd hope, with a push. I've given you another little shove today, okay, because I have to. I can't just keep on letting you work at the level that you feel comfortable with. I've got to keep on pushing the boundaries. Okay, go on, were you going to say something? No. Okay, so do you understand what I mean about the braking and the slowing and then letting it roll?
No.
As we were parking there, so we're braking, pressing the clutch down, get it slow by squeezing the brake more, and then lessen the pressure and let it roll.
Lessen the pressure of
the brake?
Yes, I lessened the clutch.
Okay. Makes sense?
Yes.
You sort of get what we're trying to do with that now. Good, though. Well done. All right, it's working out well. Okay. Your steering with your hand seems to be a little bit better. Do you think that steering with one hand down the far end of the estate, was it sort of like a scary experience at the start? Do you think, what's he doing? No, felt okay with it. Good, because you do need to learn how to steer with one hand. Yeah. Don't you? Yeah. Okay. Because you might have to put the demister on. You might have to open a window. You might have to use the horn. Okay, so you have to learn how to steer with one hand and learn to relax and still keep the car nice and straight. Yeah. It's good. Have you got any questions before we move on again, Erin?
No.
No? Good. I've got a little bit more. we're going to do another little go at that giveaway at the end. You know, where you didn't follow the lot. You don't have to pull that face. You don't have to pull that face.
Yeah, I know what you're about.
What went on with it last time?
I didn't listen.
And you looked
straight.
And we're trying to go that way.
Yes.
And that's it. All right, but there's no embarrassment with that. That's fine. It's good. It's what a lot of people do when they learn as well. So there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Just learning to get through it. Good. You all right?
Yeah.
You're fidgeting?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Fidget away. Finish fidgeting?
Yes.
Laughing? Go on then. Off we go. Let's get working again. Sound. You need to look at your dials, look in your mirrors to see what to do, remember?
Yes.
Should we get into first gear and get ready?
Yeah.
Good. Are there any gaps coming?
Yeah.
When's there a gap?
After this one.
Okay. So do you need even the bite? No. Blind spot. Check your right mirror and blind spot. We good? Good.
We good. No.
What about the car now?
Wait.
Is there a gap after it?
Yes.
So we'll check the mirrors and the blind spot now again. Start working your feet so we're ready to move into the space. Are we good?
Yeah.
Are we affecting anyone?
No.
No. Smoothly feed the power, and you didn't have much gas there.
Okay.
You just rushed to get it going rather than doing it properly.
Okay.
What should we be doing with the speed? Listen, hand on the gear lever, feet, hands, feet. You're doing much better. Well done. Good. Coat well.
Is that a one-way street, this one?
This is one way, correct. Yeah, well done. So around your white line, and then don't go towards my curb. Erin, look further up. Now, we need a safe way. Don't do it yet. You grab them with your thumb. Hold with that hand. Check. Put a right signal on without your thumb. If it's safe, glide across. Use your brake. Got to give way. Leave the signal. Clutch down. Keep it down. Just your right foot on the brake. Go slower. Now lessen and let it roll. Good. Brake and stop. First gear. Is the lorry going to move?
Yes,
possibly. Put your handbrake on then.
Oh, handbrake.
Good. Is it tight enough? Yes. Now
Yes.
set the gas.
Set the gas.
Find a little bit of bite. Just a touch. Still. Feet still now. Now look both ways. It's not quite. Oh, that one's turning. We are. Maybe not. We're going to wait, just because I would like you to do this properly, so we're not going to rush into a gap. If you look in your mirror, there's no one behind us, Erin.
No,
so it doesn't matter.
He's
if you're happy, we can go.
Yeah.
Good. Come on then. Now keep looking both ways. Stay around this white line. Stay around that white one. There. Done. Start undoing. Start undoing. There you go. Touch your gas. Look up. You grabbed, you stared at the white line, didn't you? Ah, damn!
Gear change.
Hopefully. Good. When you're going from first to second, keep the pressure that way. Don't snatch at it. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Gear change.
Hand on the gear lever. Relaxed. Good. Because if you work your feet, then put your hands down, that's when you snatch.
Okay.
Don't need to. That's good. You can go a little faster. Nice job.
Should I be slowing down now?
No. What
If there was a car there, you'd slow down.
Wherefore this?
Yeah.
You've got priority, but yes, you'd assess the risk. Yes, you would. You might back off your gas a bit after a little mirror check and see when this white four-wheel drive is behind. We're going to take the next road on the left. It is coming up. See the white four-wheel drive?
Yeah.
Start lessening the gas. Don't go in. Off the gas. Put a left signal on now. Use your brake lightly. Little more brake pressure. Listen. Clutch down. Second gear for running pace. That's fourth. Clutch back up. Clutch back up.
Oh, sorry.
You were in about 2 or 3 times, Erin. Go on, clutch back up.
Oh.
Clutch back up. I've got it, Erin. Leave the hands.
Yeah.
All I've said is you clutch back up. Touch your gas.
Oh dear, sorry.
Touch your gas. Listen, Erin. It's very important.
I am.
Very important. Off the gas. The road just bends. You're staring forward. Where should you be looking? Are your hands working?
Yes.
Are they working back to what?
Straight.
Relax. They need to move more, Erin. Yeah? Okay. You went to pieces there because you're just grabbing and staring.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Come on. You've got to get better at this. You've got to improve at this. Come on, work. Now, let's deal with the park one safely. Keep it going. We don't need to slow. Is anyone overtaking us?
No.
Move us away. Good. After these, we're going to check this mirror and this one. Glide us back. Just lessen the gas a little. We're going to stay here until we can see no one's coming the other way.
Okay.
And then check your mirrors and go. Gas. Good. Gas. Good. Not just press it and let go, Erin. Squeeze it and move.
Yeah, get you.
Yeah? You just jab at things rather than squeeze it. Make sense?
Uh-huh.
Good job. Relax. Your hands don't need to be crooked. You don't need to be reaching up for this little bend, do you?
No.
Now, we're going to find somewhere to park on the left. Have a look at the people behind.
Yeah.
Let's come on, lessen the gas. Good. Don't go in, Erin. Don't go in. That's not how we do it.
Okay.
Use your brake lightly. Good. Now, left signal now. Listen, clutch down. Keep the clutch down. Look up. Brake a little more, get slower. Now less brake. Less. Look up, get straight. Brake and stop. Done. 1, 2, 3. Relax. Well done. Out your comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah.
What happened with the gear though? Back at that other corner.
Can't remember.
Right, let me help you with it then. All that happened is you snatched at it, yeah?
Yeah.
Too tense, you gripped with your hands and you couldn't feel what it was in.
Mm-hmm.
You know where second gear is, don't you?
I do know where second gear is.
Press your clutch down.
Oh my goodness.
Put your hand on top of that and push it forward. That's in third, that's what it was in.
Yes.
Now put it in second. How easy is that?
Very.
Take it out of gear. Relax your feet. So, turn your car off for a second, Erin.
Double free.
Please. Fab, thank you. So, that's really important to understand that you can do it when you're sat here, no problems. You have to relax enough to be able to do that as you're coming in. Mm-hmm. Okay? Hands are the big key to your driving. I think I showed you the lesson where if you grip with your hands, your eye pressure builds and you stare and your foot pressure gets tense. However, there has been a good push forward today. Mm-hmm. How do you feel all of that's gone today? What do you think the bits are that's been important to you?
What do you mean?
Of the drive, of the learn. What's been key? What's been key to you doing stuff well, and what's been key for you to do?
When you said when you go around a corner, put your hand up.
Do you think that's key to you? Good.
Yeah.
Preparing your hands, very good.
Yes.
Like that, good. You didn't do it particularly well on the last couple of corners because you were just a little bit tense.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it's key. Well done. Rely on that as well. Trust that, Erin. So good. What else has been important for you today then? Looking. Do you think you've looked further today?
Yeah.
Good. Is it a step forward to go up into third and fourth gear?
Mm-hmm.
Good. How do you think listening has been?
Not as good as it could be.
Honestly though, we've done bits of it in previous lesson, but do you think we've concentrated on it a little bit more today?
Yeah.
Is it more important of a skill than you realised?
Yeah.
It tells you when to get a lower gear, what your engine's sounding like. It tells you whether your car's going faster or slower. A couple of times I've said to you, just keep going, and then you've pressed the gas and gone faster, but if the listening skill was a little better developed, that then probably wouldn't have happened. But honestly, that's a massive step forward from last time. Well done. Anything else you would like to add? We're done. Turn your car. Oh, we're already off. Should we get swapped round? Mm-hmm. Good. What are we going to do before we get out?
Look, unlock the car.
Unlock the car. Good. Go on, let's go. But yeah, you get out when you want. Happy. Well done, Erin.